Most people will not succeed with tax deed investing, and that is a-okay. This video is going to be a little surprising about what I have to say about tax deed investing. Now, it's not because tax deed investing doesn't work. It's because tax deeds, although safe, secure, and predictable, and you get property sometimes up to 90% below market value, can be a little bit boring. And the thing is, anything that you want to make money with, you're going to have to do some boring work. And with tax lien and deed investing, there's going to be some boring stretches. And unfortunately, most people just go strategy hopping their whole life. They end up broke. Most Americans these days are going to be retiring in poverty, retiring broke, because although the internet gives us all of this, opportunity, everybody these days is just strategy hopping. They're just filling their cup with overflowing information. Let's have a drink of water. And they're not doing anything about it. Just because you're taking in this information doesn't mean you're going to succeed. There's one of my favorite quotes. It's like, information without execution is like reading a menu and expecting to be full. It just doesn't work. Now, with tax deeds, like I mentioned, you can buy property sometimes up to 90% below market value, mortgage free. So if you're willing to roll up your sleeves a little bit and maybe not do some strategy hopping, I want to show you how tax deed investing can be an amazing way to make some wealth in real estate. So it's Dustin Hahn here, and this channel is dedicated to helping tax lien and deed investors make money through tax liens and deeds. We are now the #1 channel on tax deed investing. We have like 3,000 videos here on this channel, and our site, Tax Lien School, is the #1 site for tax lien and deed investors. My goal is to make tax lien and deed education available for everybody to help you make money. Now, at the end of the day, I'm no saint. The same way you like making money, so do I. So I give away everything for free on the site. As far as we have this mini course below, a whole bunch of free stuff. And what's my secret agenda? We do sell training on this to live auctions as well. If you ever want to join us, all of that is there. So 2026, we're taking a bit of a different direction. I'm going to get up from behind the desk. If you're looking for pretty videos, these might not be it. I have my notes printed. I have my drinks here ready to go, and we'll have more fun. I'm going to start walking around a little bit more. So tax deed investing does not reward motivation. Motivation fades quickly, right? So everything you want to learn how to do is for free online, right? It's not a lack of information, because if that were the answer, we'd all be billionaires with six-packs and Ferraris, because there's a video on how to do that online, right? So if you really want to do this, based on my sheet that I typed myself, people quit when it gets boring, right? They get into it a little bit. The most exciting part is learning about the concept. Learning, oh wow, I can actually buy a property for the back taxes owed, which is very cool. Wipes out the mortgages. And we'll just walk around a little bit here. We'll change the frame. But yeah, most people, they quit when this stuff gets boring. And if you want to make money with this stuff, you just have to stick with it. It is easier now than ever to get into this business. Now, it is a double-edged sword, because although it is easier, there are more distractions than ever. You can see the sun shining off my beautiful baldness here. So what we want to do is take action, right? You want to read county rules, review spreadsheets. You want to start watching auctions. Get into this game. It is a tangible game that you can do. And don't make education a source of entertainment for yourself. Come up with a solid action plan. Watch a video, save the link. We go live on this channel all the time, and follow along with us. When we go live, we have videos, and we're finding deals in real time that you can actually do. We have folks who follow along with us live, and they go and look at the deals and scoop them up as we look at them. So you can take action with this, okay? Strategy hopping is going to kill your chance at wealth here in 2026 and into the future. So you need to pick a lane and double down. And I really think tax deed investing is one of the best methods. Many of you guys know my story. I was working on an oil rig, hating my life, miserable in my parents' basement. And it was tax deed investing that got me out of it and allowed me to live a great life, travel, and things really worked out well. And it was because I took action. You know, this is investing. There is some risk involved. But what we do on the channel here is try to mitigate that risk to help you find amazing deals. That's why always below, the simplest thing to do, we have the deed directory here. This is totally free. It's contact information for all the counties. If you want to take action today, just pick one and give them a call. Say you want to call Pennington County in Minnesota. Give them a call. This is below in the description. Totally free to help you get started. And here's another big one. It's called the certainty trap, okay? So most folks online, humans, we want certainty, right? We're afraid, and that's okay. But here's what I can tell you. No deal is ever gonna feel perfect. It's never gonna feel like the perfect time to get started. Investments can be risky. However, it's not as risky as just doing nothing, because most folks are playing not to lose, and when you play not to lose, you're going to lose in the long run. You know, the world is changing faster than ever, and if you're not evolving with it and taking action to learn these lessons, you're going to be left behind. And it's not just like you're going to get left behind, you're going to get smoked, because the folks who are doing this business, who are taking action repeatedly, planting the seeds and using AI to do a lot of the boring work, which is pretty fun, because, you know, back in the day when I would go to an auction, it would take days and weeks to prepare and look at hundreds of properties. Now with AI, we can have an agent go and do a week's worth of work within a couple minutes. And it's been no better time to get into this business. So action starts today. That's the ethos here. So pick one state and dive into it. So the easiest way, so you'll see probably here on this screen, on our site, Tax Lien School, we have a free interactive map to show you where to start. You can take a screenshot of it. We'll have the editor, Gab, put it up here on the screen. Thank you, Gab. And we'll be able to help you. So we have a whole army to provide the tax lien and deed investing community the best information that is out there. At least that's our goal. You know, we want to be the best. We want to be unmatched to helping you make money in this business. So, you know, one of the things that we do, we give you action steps. So action step 1, pick a county. Action step number 2, download the rules for that county. Find out, when is the auction? Do they have any leftover tax deeds? You want to figure out how to bid, what form of payment is taken. Do they take a deposit? How can you work that auction? Okay. Action step number 3, I keep looking at my sheet. Remember, these videos are, they're going to be rough around the edges, but we're going to get up from behind the desk. We're going to change it up and have a little more fun this year. So get a spreadsheet, research 10 properties, okay? So no analysis, no paralysis by analysis, which is the boat most folks are in. You know, they think about this for a long time. They're experts. They watch all these different YouTube channels, but they have no deals under their belt. And I know you watching this probably haven't done a deal, or maybe the money you've made in real estate, maybe it came from the house you're in appreciating in value, and you've gotten lucky with just the appreciation wave. And, you know, that's okay, but it's not going to help you become a millionaire so you can create a retirement for yourself and your family. By the way, if you're liking this, guys, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you like making money in real estate through tax liens and deeds. So next step is decide how much you can go and put into this business. Remember, with over-the-counter tax deeds, you can buy property for a couple $100, which is awesome. Mortgage free, nobody to bid against, just roll into the county or online, which is also super fun. You can get the list online, and you can send somebody to go look at it. We do a lot of these auctions virtually these days. So, you know, most people watching this aren't going to do these 5 steps. Most people watching this won't succeed. You know, if you're willing to execute when it gets boring, you can slowly, well, even quickly create wealth for yourself. And, you know, that's why we created what I call here the TFI operator doctrine. So we call it Total Freedom Investor Operator Doctrine. And I've created that for this year. And really what it is an operating system to help you make money in real estate. However, It's related to tax lien and deed investing. We'll put a version of it in the ABCs, but basically it's a disciplined path to wealth and legacy through tax lien and deed investing. And at the end of the day, the concepts in this operator guide, it's not rocket appliances here. We're not trying to fly to the moon. This stuff is super simple. I did terrible in school. To this day, my spelling is absolutely horrible. I can't spell the word entrepreneur or exercise or restaurant. Long list of words my high school teacher would be very proud of me. But basically, a TFI operator is a small group of disciplined individuals that we want to create who want to take full responsibility for their wealth here in 2026, building wealth through tax liens and deeds. We place our hard-earned money in tangible assets, not some pie-in-the-sky crypto. Tax deeds, they've been proven over 200 years. They're not going anywhere. They're a government-backed asset. Banks are one of the largest investors in this business. Your money's probably in tax liens right now as we speak because banks are one of the largest investors. So, we call ourselves a TFI operators, and what we want to do is the ability to create time and freedom and retire on our own terms, to be able to travel when we choose, and do what truly matters, maximize our time with our family and the loved ones. Because that's really what this is all about, is using real estate as a tool to make wealth, to make money. That's today's script. Garbage. Well, it's not a garbage script. It's just going in the garbage now. Off the cuff. Off the cuff, here we are. But get started. Don't just consume information and feel good, pat yourself on the back because you watched the video and maybe you can talk about this stuff. Go do it. Create an action plan. Check out some of the other videos. The most important thing, get the ABCs of tax lien and deed investing below this video here today. Totally free with this mini course, or if you already have it and you want to deep dive as fast as possible, you can schedule a free call below and we can help you get a deal within 30 days and show you where to go. It's a free call. You can schedule it there. If not, all good. Thanks for tuning in. Thumbs up, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you soon.